Hey everybody, welcome back to Champion Sons and our NCAA Basketball series here with Central Michigan as we are getting started with the MAC Conference Tournament, and we will be opening up this tournament playing against Eastern Michigan, a team that went 13-16 on the season, 6-10 in conference play. So they are seated slightly below us. Now, is that saying too much? I don't think so, but it's a game that we have to take seriously, or else we will get bounced early if we're not playing at our best. And coming into this one, Eastern Michigan gets the tip-off, and they are going to have possession of the ball first as they're moving around the court, trying to find those driving lanes to get down low. As they keep position, and Dimitri Massey, you got to be kidding me, with his first foul of the game already, less than 20 seconds in, gets a reach-in foul. As Central Michigan Eastern Michigan, passes it back in, and they're going to have a turnaround jumper. That's going to be no good, rebounded by our center. He sends it over to Simpson now. Simpson bringing it down the court to our side. So Eastern Michigan going in with a zone defense that can give us fits at times. Pope with down low, passes it back to our forward. He shoots the three, and that's going to be no good. Unable to get that penetration. That's what we're going to have to do if we are going to be successful in this game or any game in the tournament. A lot of these other teams in the MAC play that zone defense, and we've got to figure out quickly how they're doing it and get the penetrative lanes. And they fire up a three-pointer. Eastern Michigan does, and that's going to be good as they get the first lead of the game. 3-0 here. Massey coming back down with it. 1 minute into this one as we do trail now. Swing it over to Pope, back over to Simpson on the low side wing. Pope sets the screen. Simpson drives, puts up the tough shot off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Eastern. Here they come back with it. Just getting their offense set up. They're trying to make the moves to drive the lane. They pass it around the top of the key. Make a quick little move, keep passing, and that's all they're doing. They're finding those lanes, and they drive in on that one, and they lay that one up and in, and that's what they're able to do. They pass it around, and it seems like it's useless ball movement, but then they find that one little movement, that one little lane, and they're able to get into it and get that ball in the net. Now trailing 5-0, we have possession again. Simpson firing up a three. That's off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Eastern again. We are not rebounding like we did near the end of the season, and we've got to do it. And Dimitri Massey now gets his second foul. Looked like he hit more ball on that one, but they're calling a foul on him, so that's number 2, and he's going to have to come out for a little bit, a lot earlier than what we had anticipated. So we bring in our senior shooting guard to kind of fill in some of the gaps there. Now Pope has his man at the top of the key, deep out, trying to just get their offense set up, look for somebody to pass it to, gets it over to their small forward. Not getting off their hip at all. Pope on his man, tries to drive, blocking the lane. He goes up for it, and that's going to be no good, rebounded by Pope. And he sends it over to Simpson, who's going to bring it down the court. Looks like Simpson's going to be playing more of the point guard role with Massey on the bench. Now we get it down low to our center. He drives in and lays that one up, and then finally we get our first points on the board here, 2.5 minutes into this one. Still trailing 5-2 right now. But we have gotten some defensive stops, which has been positive, and that's what we're going to need to do. As they get it down low, blocked away from our center. Pope throws that one in, and they regather it up, and that's no good. They fire up their second shot after our center kind of threw it back in to avoid it going out of bounds. They get the second opportunity and are unable to convert, so we do finally get the rebound, still trailing by 3. Our shooting guard has it over, pass it down to Pope down low in front, and he's going to make the easy basket. And now we're down only by 1, 5-4 here as we're 3 minutes into this first half of our MAC tournament. Now here comes Eastern Michigan with possession of it again, keeping the ball on the outside. That's where we need them to be. We can't give them the easy shots down low. And if we can keep them posted up outside, that'll just make everything that much easier for us as they go drive in for a layup, unable to get it. Our small forward scoops up that rebound, and here he comes back with it, a senior leader on this team. He passes it over to Simpson in the low side key. He gets it down to our center, backing his man down. Pass it back out, Simpson with the 3, and that's going to be good! Simpson hits from deep, and we've got our first lead of the tournament. 7-5 here early on in this one. So Simpson back on his man, trying to keep a run going. They started out 5-0. Now we're on a 7-0 run. Eastern Michigan trying to rebound from it. They're 2 of 6 shooting. We're not much better at 3 of 7 as they fire that one up, and that's no good and rebounded by our small forward. We're starting to play a little bit more aggressive under the boards, which is good to see. Yeah, it'll give us a lot more opportunities and prevent them from any second chance points. Passing it around. Back to our center. Fires it up once again, and he's got it. We're on a 9-0 run here as we come into the final part of the first 5 minutes of the tournament. Eastern Michigan will actually call a timeout to try to stop this run and recompose themselves. They got out quick with a good three-pointer and a 5-0 lead, but we've come right back at them, scoring 9 unanswered, getting the ball down low, and making a three-pointer as well for ourselves. Now we're going to advance up a little bit here in the first half. About the 4-minute mark, Eastern Michigan is still in the lead, 19-18. They have reclaimed it at this point. It's been kind of a back-and-forth game. Both teams going on a run. Eastern Michigan making another shot from pretty much alongside the side there, as it's now a 3-point lead for Eastern, 21-18 here, 3.5 minutes to go in the first. Simpson with possession of the ball, sends it out to our shooting guard. He fires that one up from deep range, no good, rebounded by Pope. He goes up with him, and that's off the rim and no good as well. And that's going to give Eastern Michigan the ball back, still leading by 3, 21-18. A couple opportunities missed by us. We've got to start converting on them. They get it back down low, and he fires that one up. Their center does, making it. And now it's a 5-point lead for Eastern here as we come back down to our side of the court with it. Simpson trying to lead this offense. Gets it over to small forward, down to Pope in the post. They gather around him, swinging back out to Simpson for a deep three. Simpson does it again, draining it from deep, and that's going to get us right back into this one, trailing by 2, 23-21, just under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Eastern passing the ball around, having good movement, but Pope is going to block that one. Regathered in by the Eastern, and they fire that up and missed off the rim. Again, no good. Simpson with a rebound. Simpson letting the offense set up here as we swing it around to the far side wing, and our senior forward has it. The screen is set. He's going to drive into the lane, lays that one up and in, and now this game is tied once again, 23-all here, just over 2 minutes to go in the first half. This is a back-and-forth game, ladies and gentlemen. One team gets hot, the other cold, and it just switches back and forth, hot and cold for both sides. As Eastern has it at the top of the key, swinging it around to the outside, firing up a three. That's going to be off the rim, no good. Rebounded by our center. He gets it over to Simpson. And now we only got 2 minutes left here in the first half. We need to be sure to control the possession and make sure we get the most opportunities and make the most of what we get as Pope has it. Unable to go up for it immediately. Not sure what his hesitation was there, but he sends it back out. And now we have it to our shooting guard on the low side key here, low side wing. Down to Pope once again, doubled up, turnaround jumper off the rim, no good. And that's rebounded by Eastern. Here they come back with a game still tied at 23 apiece. A minute and a half remaining in the first half. As Simpson's being tight on his man. They set the screen. Our center, good switch over. As he get it down low to the power forward, Pope sticks on him and disrupts that shot to where he's not able to make it. Rebounded by our center. Plays it up to Simpson. He's going in for the layup, and that one's going to be in and good. Simpson with 10 points as Central Michigan has the lead once again here in the first half, 25-23. 1 minute remaining. Eastern coming right back with it, though. Trying to find those open passing lanes. We have shut down a lot of their driving lanes. They fire up a three on that one, and it's going to be good. But wait, no, they didn't call it a three. His foot was on the line. They're calling that a two-pointer. And now we're looking for a 2-for-1 opportunity. Over to our shooting guard. Down low to our center. Backing his man down. Turn around. Jumper off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Eastern. And we're talking only about a second between the shot clock and the game clock. So if Eastern plays it right, this should be the last shot of the first half. And it looks like they're just trying to keep possession here as they swing it around the outside. Unable to get down low. They pass it, and Pope knocks that one away. Regathered in by our senior forward. And so we will be getting the last shot of the first half. Trying to figure out who's going to take it. Simpson has it at the top of the key. Looking for that pass. Set by the... He fires it up, and that's going to be off the rim. No good. 3 seconds remaining. Eastern Michigan half-court Hail Mary, and that's not going to work. This game is tied at the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a big one. A back-and-forth matchup between both of these teams. Rivals of the same state, Eastern Michigan, Central Michigan, tied at half 25 apiece here. First game of the MAC tournament for both of these teams. Now looking at it, they are out shooting us at 44% to 39, but we've got the 4 blocks and the 2 steals. Now their bench is definitely outscoring our bench right now at 8 points to nothing. So we are going to have to change that in the second half if we're going to look to be successful here going forward. In this back and forth game, we've got to get our bench going, and they've got to start getting some points on the board. So here we are now at the start of the second half. Massey with possession. Game, like I said, is tied 25 apiece. Massey's back in after his foul trouble and having to miss a lot of the first half. Get around to Simpson on the far side. He swings it back out to our center over to Massey. And it looks like a screen is going to be set for him. He takes it, tries to drive the lane, puts the shot up, and that's off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Pope. Second chance opportunity, and that's up and good. Pope with the rebound and the points right there. We've had 9 lead changes in this game. Eastern Michigan's had the biggest lead, which is by 5 at the very beginning of it, and they got up 5-0. So 27-25 is the score as it stands right now. Eastern trying to drive the lane. They get it down low to their man who puts that one up and good. This game is tied once again. It's going to be back and forth. I know I've said it. You're probably tired of hearing me say it, but that's just the way this thing is going. It seems like each time we miss, they miss. Each time we make, they make it. Now Pope's got it down low in the post. Turnaround jumper off the rim. No good. Here comes Eastern right back with it. As they get it over to their small forward. And he has possession looking for a man to pass it to as they start swinging it around the outside. Down to their center, tries to drive it. We knocked that one away from him, gathered in by Pope. Swings it over to our center. He's going to take that one in, dunks it home with authority, 29-27. That's how you make your statement right there. A powerful dunk off the turnover and the lead in this game once again. Eastern still fighting back with it, firing it up from the post, rebounded. And they've put that one up, and then second chance points they are starting to capitalize on. This game should be 29-27 right now, but they have tied it back up again from getting that offensive rebound. So we get it down to our small forward over to Pope, who's down low. They're not double teaming him, but we go back out to Massey for the 3 off the rim. No good. 29-29. Got to make the most of it, make smart decisions. Should have gone up with it with Pope, but he decides to pass it back out. And now Simpson, he's going to get the foul right there, it looked like. And that's not good. We cannot have some of our top scorers getting into foul trouble, making stupid little reach-in fouls like that. So Eastern Michigan to inbound the ball with possession of it, trying to get their offense set up here as the shot clock did restart. So under 13 minutes to go, 29 all. Simpson blocks that one, and that's gathered in by Massey. Coming back down the court quickly, fires it over to Simpson, goes for the lay-in, drops that one in, and we have the lead once again. Simpson has been a big part of our offense in this game. He's already got around 12 or 14 points here, and we're still early in the second half. Now Eastern coming right back at us, firing it up off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Massey. He's going to bring it down himself now. 12 and a half minutes remaining in the second half. Pope over to Simpson for the 3, and that's going to be good. Simpson does it again. 34-29 is the lead now. 5 points in this one. We are starting to get heated up, and that's exactly what we needed from our offense. Now Eastern with it down low in the post, fires up an easy shot, but off the rim, no good. As we get the rebound and give it over to Massey, and we're coming right back with it. We've got momentum in our direction. Swings it out to a small forward, down to Pope in the post. Backing his man down. Spins it back out to Massey. Over to Simpson, keeping it on the outside, looking for that lane to try to drive in and get the open shot. Small forward fires up a 3. That's off the rim, no good. And here comes Eastern right back with it. Having possession. Eastern getting their guys all down and getting their offense set up. Looks like they have a lot of off-ball movement happening. Get it down low to their center. He goes up with it off the rim, no good, and he rebounds it. He goes up again and misses the second time, and Pope grabs this one down, and he gets the ball over to Simpson. So here we come back, still with a 5-point lead. Just under 11 and a half minutes in the second half remaining. Get it, Massey. Screen is set. Massey drives the lane, goes up with it, and that's going to be the lay-in right there, and that's going to give us a 7-point lead. And we would just start to take off. The driving lanes would start to open up. Our passing lanes would open up, and our defense really clamped down on Eastern. As you can see, they're not able to get in really past, basically what we're down to the free throw line, and we're rebounding. So the score is now 52-35. I said we needed to heat up, and we did. We've got the offensive points. 14 points in the paint now. Pope down low, fires that one up, but Wilder with the rebound sends it back out. As we start again, Simpson gets that one blocked, fired up the three. And it's a 17-point ball game, but they're trying to make it a 15-point ball game, and they do. With a big-time slam coming right back at us. 3 minutes to go, though. So we've got to play good basketball. We've been doing that for most of the second half. Once we grabbed that lead, made it 7 points, we haven't relinquished since then. Now keeping possession, swinging around, almost had that pass get picked off. Massey with it, send it over to Simpson on the low side wing. Looks like he has a screen set, pulls up, and that one's going to be off the rim, no good, rebounded by Eastern. Under 3 minutes to go, still a 15-point ball game. Eastern trying to chip away at this one. And that's what they're going to have to do, but they got to go a little bit quicker than what they're doing as they keep the ball on the outside, unable to find those driving lanes. Down low, finally to the power forward. Wilder disrupts that shot, and it's going to be rebounded by Pope over to Massey. 2.5 minutes remaining. Still leading by 15, but they have been cutting into it. We've been scoreless for the last couple minutes. Simpson on the far side wing as it gets it down low to Wilder. Backing his man down over to Pope. Swings it, and that's going to be in and good. Pope with the nice shot coming clean off that edge. 54-37, back to 17-point lead. 2 minutes remaining in this one. There should be a warm-up the bus moment. One of these teams was going back to Michigan, and it's going to be Eastern Michigan. As they fire up that one down low, unable to get that shot to fall. They have gotten cold. A lot of these shots that they would have made at the beginning of the game, they have really been missing those. And there it was, the official State Farm warm-up the bus moment, as we are going to send Eastern Michigan home here in the first game of the MAC tournament. That's pretty much starting out like last season. Last season we did pretty well in our first game of the MAC tournament. Got sent home in the second, so we are going to have to watch out for that. But for right now, game number one, it was all us, 18-point victory, 60-42, and that is the kind of win that we needed. Our offense at the end of the season was playing incredibly well and efficiently. We didn't start out that way in this one. We started out slow. But the second half, we were able to get our feet under us and become the offense that I knew we can. And that's what we're going to need carrying us over into game number 2 to try to avoid the second game elimination that we incurred last season. But I think we definitely got the players to do it. Simpson and Pope are two of our freshmen. They have been outstanding this season. Pope's played well enough. I hope he stays. He is looking like an NBA prospect, but we'll have to see how that works out at the end. Hopefully, though, he stays with us, and we're going to need him as we build this program. Now, on that note, we're going to come into game number 2. We are the 7th seed in the tournament. Ball State is the number 2 seed. And we are going to be facing off against them here in game number 2. Last year it was Toledo. This time it was Ball State. We need to get this victory to keep going. We cannot suffer another round 2 loss in the MAC tournament. We're not getting into the dance unless we win, but we'll deal with that if that opportunity actually comes. Right now we need to focus on Ball State and getting our offense going and getting it going quickly and efficiently. So we will win the tip-off this time as we get the ball down low to our center, looking for somewhere to go with it to our small forward outside off the rim, no good. The inside-out game works pretty well for us, but I will admit our senior forward is not the best shooter. Simpson, Massey is normally who you want to go with those shots. Even sometimes Pope can knock them down, but generally our senior forward's not the guy to do it. Now the Cardinals with possession of it, trying to find that lane to drive in and get the pass over their forward and back out to their guard. Trying to keep it down low. Blocked by Massey on that turnaround jumper. Simpson gathers, scoops it up, and brings it right back down the court. About a minute into this, both teams scoreless on their first possession. Pope with it at the top of the key. Swings it around to Massey. Looking for a man down low. Gets it to our center. Backing his guy in. Turnaround jumper. That one's stuffed in his face. And here come the Cardinals once again. Both teams playing pretty tough defense to get this one started. As Massey knocks that away, he doesn't get the penalty, not this time. He gets the turnover. He drives it coast to coast off the rim, and that one drops in for him. Off the steal, Massey takes it himself, and he's going to get the first points of the ball game here for the Central Michigan Chippewas. Ball State, minute and a half in, they are not looking like they're very confident at this point. They do look like they are struggling just slightly. As they're passing the ball around, we're trying to force the turnovers on them. They have it at the top of the key, and they bring it back to reset their offense here. As we're just kind of keeping them stuffed on the outside, not giving them anything easy down low. As they continue to look for a place to go with it, nowhere to go to drive the lane, pull up a really contested shot, and that's going to be missed, and the easy rebound for Massey all by himself. So he's going to bring it right back down the court now. He has it for himself at the top of the key. Swings it over to Simpson. Back over to Massey as we continue to pass it around to find those lanes. Get that screen set up as we finally do. And we go in for the lay-in, and that's going to be fouled. The power forward had to foul us on that one because we were going to make it right around him. I mean, I probably could have passed it down to Pope, but I think that lane was blocked, so we did go up for the shot. Would have been an easy lay-in if he had let us around him. So he does foul us and send us to the line for two free throws here. First one is up, and that is going to be good. These are, we're pretty decent from the stripe for the most part over the season. Now, to be fair, we don't take a whole lot of them because we just don't get fouls called on us all that much. But for the ones we do take, we are pretty decent with a nice average for the season. So we will make both of those and lead 4-0 now here in this one, as we have kept the Cardinals scoreless since the start of this game. And here they are still trying to find that breakthrough goal, and that's going to be blocked away and sent back right at him. Our small forward gathers in, and he takes it himself and dunks it home, 6-0 early in the game, number 2 of the MAC tournament, as we have got all momentum going our way now. 6 straight points as we're trying to keep them out. Points off turnovers, we have gotten 2 turnovers, or 3 turnovers at this point, with 4 points in total. So good conversion rate there, and that's what we're going to need to continue to see in this game if we want to be successful. As they get the pass down low, Massey on top of his man distracts him enough to make the miss. Our small forward does rebound it. And here we come right back with it. 3 minutes into this one, leading 6-0. We've got Ball State reeling. Down low to our center. He turns around and puts up that shot off the rim. No good. I'm not sure why he didn't go in for the dunk at that point. He had the open lane, but I guess he just didn't want to. Other than that, I can't figure any reason not to. So the Cardinals with possession of it, trying to get it down low. Non-contested shot, but that's not going to happen as we block another one, and Massey recovers it. He's going to come back with it, pass it back out. The shot's up and good. 8-0 run. Great job by Massey to drive in and pass that one back out to our small forward to help us extend this lead as we are starting to put it to him. And now a great move by their power forward, but he misses a shot. Offensive rebound goes up and good. Well, Cardinals are finally on the board with 2 points here as we're 4 minutes into this game, leading 8-2. Now here we are with possession, passing the ball around the corner. Once again, that's what we do. We got to get the ball movement, find those lanes, and if we can't drive it, and look at that, another drive by Simpson, and now we're starting to get them calling fouls. Their defense is struggling with what we are moving and bringing here on offense. Now we have a quick little turnover off the inbound, a poor pass by Massey, as the Cardinals come right back up with it. As we get them gathered in, and we're going to knock the ball and take it away from them. A turnover by the Cardinals. Our small forward takes it in, drives it up, and lays that one in. 10-2 now. And here we are later in the first, and we have just lit this game up, people. We have got a 18-point lead right now. It is 28-10, just under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Ball State just unable to get anything to drop. All the contested shots are not falling. All of our shots are falling. Everything that we missed in the game against Eastern Michigan, we're now making it here and shooting at 60%. And look at that. Our center, he gets that little turnaround shot. Easy peasy. 20-point lead as it's 30-10 here, 2.5 minutes ago. And Ball State, I mean, you got to feel sorry for them. We've seen them. I think they actually beat us at least once in the season, so we know they're a decent team. And it's just nothing they do is working. They're not getting anything to fall for them. Now, I've been through that, so I can't really feel too sorry for them since we are playing against them. But, you know, it's one of those things. Even look at simple little drive-ins. Simpson is keeping them on their toes, on the back feet, on their heels. And anytime he about drives, we're looking at getting a call or an easy lay-in bucket. So, you know, it's one of those things that, man, this is a game for the Cardinals that just has nothing going right for them, and that's just life. You know, everything's gone right for us in this game. Everything has gone right for us. Now, if we do hold on to win here, which we should, it's a 20-point lead in the first half, for God's sakes. We will be playing Toledo, I believe, has made it through to the semifinals, which is who we would be playing next. They knocked us out of the tournament last season. So we will get our shot at revenge in that one. But until then, we got to still worry about the Cardinals here. It's a 20-point lead, and we're starting to get a little cold now. Not saying that they're heating up, but we just are struggling to make some shots to get them to fall. They have it at the top, and they're really slowing down their game. Now, they are a more half-court style of team, but still, you do that enough, and we're going to block it, send it right back at you, and here comes Simpson. He's going to go for the dunk! Simpson, authoritative, 22-point lead, 1 minute to go in the first half. That was a powerful slam right there. That makes a statement. We are ready for the next round, and we don't care that we got another half to play. You are done, Cardinals. You are done. As we lead by 22 points here, they go up. Pope sends another one back, and that's gathered in by Massey. Another block as he sends that up for the alley-oop to our center. Now we're getting a little cutesy with it as we miss that easy one. And it's still a 22-point lead. Time is ticking away here at the end of the first half. It's about a 7-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock, so we will at least get one more up. As they fire that up, rebounded by our shooting guard, missed. But once again here, Pope doing a great job on the defensive end. He's got the blocks. He's got the disruptions. I mean, you can't ask any more of that young kid. As we have it, we're going to tick this clock down until we get the final shot off. We swing it over to Simpson. He moves off to the side, trying to find his sweet spot. Gets some space, pulls up jumper off the rim, no good. But that first half will end with a 22-point lead here, 32-10. As we have just picked apart Ball State, we prevented them from doing anything on the offensive side. I mean, they just have not been able to get shot. We've been getting blocks galore. We have 9 blocks in the game. We forced 10 turnovers in that first half. They're shooting 22%. You know, anybody, you do that to any team, I don't care who it is, they are going to be down massively. And that's what we were able to do, is get them on their heels and get a big lead. And in fact, such a big lead, we're going to go ahead and advance up here to the final couple minutes of the second half here. We do lead by 27 points. It has not gotten any better. I mean, I guess technically it has. They basically doubled their points from the first half, the Cardinals did, and scored 20 here in the second half. But, I mean, it's just our offense has been efficient. We've been effective. And we've been getting the ball down low to our center, getting the easy turnaround jumpers, and we have been dropping them. In other games, those haven't always fallen, but today they have. And that's going to get us set up for a rematch with Toledo. As they fire that one up and miss it, Simpson gathers it in. And we're going to get here to the end of this game with a massive, massive victory. All the momentum heading our way against Toledo. That's what we're going to be focusing on here at this point, is getting against the Rockets and putting it to them. I think they're the Rockets, Toledo Rockets, something like that. Either way, we've got to put them out of their misery, and we've got to do it quick and early like we did in this game. We've got to get on a hot run. Our offense is playing efficiently. So, I mean, it's the best way to come into a rematch game like that we really do need. Now, Ball State Cardinals give it to them. They don't give up. I mean, right now we're looking at a 2-second difference. So, yeah, we're going to have to take one more shot. But really at this point, we're just going to try to finish this game off. I mean, we have to take a shot, so I'm not going to sit there and try not to. What it is what it is. I'm not going to try to be disrespectful to the team or anything. And we turn around and make that one. I guess I shot it before I had to. But, hey, we were going to have to do it either way. So the Cardinals have it. They're down by 29 points. This was just a throttling, a way to get into a rematch against the team that knocked us out last season, and an opportunity to return the favor this year. We are a different team. We are a better team. Okay? And that is what's really going to lead to us here coming up into the semifinal matchup. We're going to need to play with everything we've got in this one to beat them. Now, Eric Pope, 11 points, 9 rebounds. Like I said, you can't say enough about that freshman kid. He's done everything we've asked him to do and so much more. Yeah, he had 11 points, 9 rebounds, but he also had like 7 blocks. Okay, he's a beast down low in the post. That has really helped solidify our defense down low. And then guys like Simpson, other freshmen like Simpson and stuff, they are coming through and they are putting up buckets from deep. They are really coming in on the offensive side of the ball there. Now, I mentioned the game against Toledo. Well, we had a minor recording snafu, as in the file got corrupted, and we lost pretty much all of the game. I was able to save this final minute. We did build up a massive lead, 18-point lead. Now it's a 16-point lead after that. But we are going to be able to knock Toledo off. This is going to send us to the MAC Conference Finals. This is where we need to be. We have to win that final game to get into the tournament, an opportunity to show off in the big dance. This is where we need to be. This is going to be a big-time game. A great win by our offense. We played efficiently once again, 63-47. That's how this one is shaping up to be, the few second difference between shot clock and game clock. But we fire that one up, and it's going to be good, 65-47, 18-point ball game, 9 seconds remaining. You got to love having a victory like this. You really, really do. This team has grown so much since the beginning of the season. We had big wins against USC, against Northwestern. So it's good to see, once we had those mid-season struggles, us being able to come back here and perform well in the conference tournament. I'm excited for these kids to have the opportunity to play in the finals and at least get a shot at the big dance. And hopefully, if we don't make it into that one, I think our record should put us enough to at least be in the NIT. So we should be in a postseason tournament. That's just going to determine. I'm just not sure which postseason tournament we are going to be in. And Dimitri Massey, one of our main freshman point guard, 18 points in this one. He was shredding them, finding those cutting lanes and all that. I wish that the file didn't have issues and we were able to save a lot of those shots. But unfortunately, just weren't able to. But we did get those last couple, and that's about a minute and a half in. So we do come out of the semifinals with a big-time 18-point win over Toledo. And that is going to set us up for the next episode where we will face off against Northern Illinois in the MAC Conference Finals with a shot at the tournament and the big dance. So definitely stay tuned for that. And remember to hit the subscribe button if you have not hit it already. And if you did like today's video, go on ahead and give us a thumbs up, as it really does help out the channel, and I do greatly appreciate everything that y'all do for us here at Champion Sons Gaming. So thank y'all so much for all the support y'all have shown the channel and all the growth that we've had. And I will see y'all in the next episode for the MAC Conference Final against Northern Illinois and a shot at the big dance. So as always, everybody stay safe, and well, y'all know how it goes by now, right? Later, y'all.